Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo! DJ, Bass, Mike, B-Buddy, Yeldab, M1, Tug-Eye. Gonna have Tug-Eye in here in the morning. What's going on, guys? What's going on? See you guys saying the KDA, the Cadena Maxis are getting banned in the Discord. Well, I will say this. I'm sure there's a good reason why they were banned in the Discord. I will say this. I guess there is a difference between being a maxi and being a shill. Okay, there's a big difference, and I'm sure if someone's getting banned because they're being a maxi, I'm sure you're sort of tiptoeing into option number 2. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? We have some movements in markets this morning. The NASDAQ and the S&P were getting a little bit of a move up this morning. Now seem to be coming back down to earth. As we approach a massive support level on the S&P. And I'll tell you guys why I still do think that over the course of the next couple of days, we'll see a bounce from this level up to a little bit higher. I know that sounds, no, John, there's no way we're seeing that right now. Well, the more you tell me that, the more I think it's going to happen. So let's freaking get busy. Smack up those likes button, guys. And I'm also going to tell you what are the 3 things that I'm waiting for Bitcoin. Because I told you guys right now, I don't think that there's a chance that Bitcoin is going to moon here in the next at least 2 months until I see all these things happen. Okay, literally, I need to see every single one of these things happen for me to be any type of like medium-term bullish or anything like that. But let's get busy. Crypto bag, what's going on? Looking for a long opportunity this morning. Nice, man, nice. That's what I'm talking about. Anyways. Let's see what we got going on. So let's touch on the S&P real quick, because the S&P we know is going to be the big driver where Bitcoin's going, right? Big rising wedge, higher highs, higher lows. We did break down from that wedge. So you might be thinking, all right, Jordan, we broke down from the like one of the only patterns that you actually like, you know? So what's the deal? Why do you think that we're going to bounce? Well, I'll show you guys why I think we're still gonna bounce. Okay, you gotta have some patience. I know right now the market's boring as hell. It's boring everyone out. I can see it in the trading numbers, man. No one's paying attention to crypto or the markets or doing any type of trading or anything like that. You can see it just based off the price action. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, we look over here on the S&P. What do we got going on? Well, we've came back. So we broke down from our wedge after getting rejected from this big downtrend of resistance, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. But here's what I'm looking for. This is a massive support level. And we know if the S&P can hold this level, I'm expecting that the Bitcoin price is going to move up as well. So we're at this level. What has every single time the S&P has gotten rejected from this downtrend of resistance, what has it done after? Well, after that initial down thrust, okay, if this thing got thrusted to the downside, it usually, not usually, every single time it's at least retraced to the 0.5 retracement, okay? Let's go back to the last time. So from the swing high to the swing low, that initial down thrust retraced to the 0.5 retracement and then dumped again, right? We go back up here. From the highs to the lows, we retrace to the 0.5 retracement, and then we dumped again. We come back up here from the highs to the low of this wick. What did we come up to? This time we actually came up to the 618 retracement, even higher. So you'll notice that things don't go down in a straight line, my friends. I know everyone thinks that we go down a straight line or we go up in a straight line. That's not how the market works. You see waves, okay? For all my savvy guys out there, shout out to Crypto Savvy. I wonder what he's up to nowadays. I haven't seen none of his videos pop up on my home screen, man. What is Crypto Savvy up to nowadays? Someone let me know in the chat. I have no idea what he's up to these days. But I'm looking for the S&P to come back up and retrace to at least the 0.5 retracement. All right, simple as that. And then after that, probably turn back over and we go back down to, test this again where obviously that'll be coming up next week as we get the FOMC and what else do we have? The CPI report coming up early next week. But just wanted to touch on this and why I think the macro, because you might be saying, okay, Jordan, the S&P is breaking down. Why do you think Bitcoin could break up then? Well, there you go. This is exactly why. Let's take a sip of coffee. Guys, the water got all messed up over here today. So right before the stream, I was about to get some coffee. And holy moly, man, I had to walk all the way to the bakery down the street and get some coffee. But it's better than trying to drink some dirty water, if you know what I mean. I'm not trying to drink no poop. I already ate a sock, you know? You think I'm trying to come over here and eat some poop? No, I'm not trying to do that this morning. So we got bakery coffee. It's not as good as my coffee. It doesn't have the same touch of love that I put in the coffee when I make it. It's just some random, person that made this coffee and didn't put any love into it. But just wanted to let you know, update on my coffee. You know, it's very, very important to me. Be careful with New York City water. Well, I've been okay up until this point, but I didn't want to risk it today. I didn't. I took one sip and it was like, oh, okay, something's not right with this. I'm putting this back into the sink. Let me see. The more it looks right, the more it looks like a right shoulder. True. Anyways, we'll touch on that again. So Bitcoin, let's go back to BTC, and then I'm going to tell you guys. I want to touch on this morning. What are the 3 things that I'm waiting for to be any type of more than short-term bullish on Bitcoin, right? Because I'm still a little bit medium-term bearish here. What would it take me to Jordan to sort of turn into Moon Boy Jordan again? And I'll show you guys the 3 things that I'm waiting for, and you will not see me be medium-term bullish until these 3 things happen. All right, but I'll show you guys in a second. So here's what we got going on. Bitcoin, very, very simple. Hasn't done anything the last 3 days that's anything different. So if you watch the last 3 days streams, you've seen exactly what my thought process is. I'm not going to be here changing my narrative every 2 days because in reality, nothing's really changed. All right, Bitcoin came back down to our green box. I am long from this green box. So far, so good. Okay, now, you might be saying, okay, we're not getting that big move up. Where's the move? When move? Patience, my friends, because most people will get impatient and close out their trade here because they think the market's not moving up. What the hell's going on, man? Holy moly. Well, we know why Bitcoin can't break back above this level, my friends. It's stuck below this previous support level. just grinding against this as resistance. So it's gonna kind of have to crack that. It's gonna have to hit this head if it wants to break back above. And you might be saying, Jordan, well, that's resistance. Why do you think we're breaking up? Well, I told you the reason why I think the S&P is gonna bounce, which is why I think the Bitcoin is gonna come up too for that last stop on rise. Okay, right? You guys know my take. I think Bitcoin's gonna get a rise up, stop hunt rise to about the $17,500, $17,600 region. It's going to catch everyone off guard. Everyone's going to get bullish right here. And it's going to be that move down from that point where I will be shorting there. And it's going to be exactly like this one. If you guys remember this one up here. This one right here. Hit, rise, get everyone stops, bring it back down. So that's what I'm expecting. Obviously, if it doesn't happen before the CPI date, that could change everything. But obviously, you know, time is always a different factor as we sort of talk about price. Let's come back down here. All right, so 16,861. This week is kind of interesting because there's not really any news events this week, right? We have the big news events next week. So right now, the market is very just technically driven, as I would say. So the charts are playing out where the charts are playing out. That's why you're not seeing any movement, right? Because people are bored with the markets. And then there's not any news to push it up or down this week. So that's why you're just seeing like a little bird just flying sideways. That's what the markets came. That's what Bitcoins came to. Anyways, let's go back down and see what we got going on here. Fahid, the Admiral of Camirand. Where's all my shillers out there? Where's all my shillers? Guys, what's your favorite altcoin? Let me know in the chat. What's your favorite altcoin? I bet you guys can't guess what mine is. What's my favorite altcoin? I bet you have no idea what it is. I haven't worn the hat in a while because I have to wear this Santa hat. I don't know why, guys. I have this feeling. That I'm going to end up having to wear this hat for a very long time. I don't know why I have this feeling. Well, you guys know my take on where I don't think much is going to happen in the next 2 months. And then I think we're going to get some upside. But this hat, I feel like I'm going to start sweating in this hat. I just have a feeling like that, okay? Let me see what you guys are saying. KDA, Dash, XRP, Doge, Litecoin, ETH, Matic, EGLD, SHIB. Show me your altcoins, man. Yearn, ETH, VeChain, ADA, Near, Algo, Matic. I'm seeing, wow, mostly different ones. I'm seeing Matic. Matic seems to be the one. I'm seeing three Matics, 2 ETHs. Jordan's is ETH. Oh, it's always going to be ETH, man. ETH, I'm not going to shill ETH. I don't need to shill ETH. ETH is the best risk-reward coin that there is in crypto, right? It is. It has a massive market cap, and it still goes up like an altcoin. Tell me what's good. Anyways, let's come back over here. So, BTC, what else do we got going on here? So, why? All right. So, we talked about why I think Bitcoin's going to get a bounce. I think the S&P is going to get a bounce from where it is. Okay, that's great. Is there anything on the Bitcoin charts that tells us this? Well, this morning, we actually got a little bit of wick back down. And this wick right here made me a little bit bullish. Okay, a little bit more bullish than I was. Because I went to bed last night and I was like, oh, man, this price action is kind of shady at resistance. But then we wicked down this morning. All right, and you see this wick? And this thing got bought up like a freaking banjo. Okay? Now, do I know what a banjo is? No. Okay, but take it for what it is. You got the first hit, the rise. They tried to bring it back down again. It got bought right back up like a banjo. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna roll with it this morning. That's about the morning that we've had this morning. So let's see what we got. And I also looked down here at the 4-hour time frame. What was I waiting for in the 4-hour time frame? I was waiting for the RSI to break out. Okay, so we had this RSI break trend line. We also did get a close above that. And if you look down here at our momentum indicator, right, we use these as confluence. Okay, I don't like using indicators until, basically, this is my process. I look at, okay, do I want to go long or short? Well, are we at support or resistance? Okay, here we went to the support level I was looking at, check number 1. Then I look at momentum indicators, RSI, momentum waves, MACD, things like that. See anything that supports a bounce from that level. If both are true, we equal long, okay, right? It's like programming if you guys do that. If and then else, very, 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 very. You also got the momentum wave flip over on the 4-hour time frame right there too. So I do see some good things on the charts. I guess I'm once again I'm going against the grain. My hit rate when I go against the grain on short-term time frame moves tends to be pretty freaking good. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I think today's the day where Bitcoin's either going to break out to the upside here, boop, 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 get that stop hunt, or Bitcoin's going to roll back over like a little snail. I think we're going up, baby. Counter trade me. I dare you. I think it's fun. Where's B-Water? I need B-Water counter trading me, man. Counter trade me, baby. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just having fun this morning, man, in mostly a boring market. All right. Excuse me. Free Samantha, free Christian. I will free Christian after the stream, but the KDA stuff, the KDA shilling needs to be toned down just a little bit. Okay, I'm all a man of second chances. Okay, most of the time, right? If someone deserves a second chance, but you got to chill with the with the KDA stuff. All right, holy moly, man, we get it. You love it. We're like Bob out here, right? When Bob starts going off against Carl, it's basically what's going on. Hold on.
And I'm here to this cryptocurrency video. Bitcoin
just picture Carl
from this falling wedge,
is Christian.
I have made 100x on my.
We know you love KDA.
You guys should go use my Bybit link. Links down in the description. Bybit link.
Here comes Bitcoin getting to rise to the upside, right on cue.
You like Bybit?
Like KDA. Oh my God! Here, all right, here we go. Come on, BTC, smack that resistance, boy. Oh man. Could go up or could go down. Very true, but I give you my opinion. Most people will say it could go up or could go down, but they're not going to give you their opinion. You know, it's easy to say, "Oh wow, look at that, look at this. I see this to the upside, this to the downside. Cool." But do they tell you what they think is going to happen? I don't trust anyone unless they tell me what they think is going to happen. They just give you this like blanket statement that doesn't mean anything. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Come on, man. Let's see it. Let's see it. Come on, BTC. Give me that little morning juice. Give me the morning juice. Jamal said so weak.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Give me that morning juice. If you want to trade, all you need to know is that JW and Fahid are both either shorting or longing, and that Gregarious is dropping his kids off somewhere or will miss a huge wick. What's Fahid doing? Holy Lord. We want merch? Oh, you're killing me with the merch. We'll come out with the merch. Anyways, while we wait for Bitcoin to have a move, let's just simply go over the 3 things that I'm waiting for. Okay? And we've talked about these things in the past, but I'm going to be very strict to these going forward. Okay? You will not see me be Moon Boy Jordan. You will not see me with the moon helmet on until these 3 things happen. And all these 3 things need to happen for me to get any type of bullshit. And you can honestly say 4 things, but we'll keep it 3. We'll keep it 3. Okay? Here's the 3 things that need to happen. Number 1, okay? And this one is very simple, all right? And this is something we talked about a little bit yesterday. We need to get a weekly close above the bear market resistance band, all right? The 20-week moving averages, we need to get a weekly close back above those. Very, very simple. You guys know why. In the past, when Bitcoin's gotten a weekly close above that, that's been the case, all right? That's been the case. Bitcoin's looked bullish from that standpoint. So, number 1, we need to get a weekly close above. I'm going to make a little list of these, all right? But these are mainly the 3 things. And this is sort of my thought process going forward, all right? John, I love it, man. John, I love you, man. I love you, man. I love you. I love how just trolly everyone is nowadays. It's honestly the greatest thing in the world. You know why? Because that just tells me where we are in the market. We're at like this point. You know, we're at like you can make the case that we're at either like this point or we're at this point. Where everyone's just super bored, you know, before that one last drop, or everyone's just super bored before the absolute blast off. We're in one of these 2 states, you know. That's why you gotta take it for what it is. You know what I mean? You can't control boredom, you know. Anyways, that's option number 1. You might be saying, all right, Jordan, what's a time frame where Bitcoin? All All right. Every single time I want to talk about something in the bigger picture, Bitcoin has a pop. Every single time. Bitcoin, guys.
Rant alert.
Every time I want to talk about something not important, but something a little bit more serious, Bitcoin wants to have some price action. You can't make this stuff up, guys, in the morning. I mean, we just did this the other day. Bitcoin went sideways for like 5 days straight. As soon as we try to talk about something, Bitcoin has movement. It's absolutely nuts. I would never have been my financial advisor. Never. Never, Dion. Hey, man, I told you yesterday to short. Did you do it? Did you do it? Because if you did... All right. So, hold on. Let me bounce back in here. I need Bob gender fluid shirt immediately. Gender fluid shirt. All right, guys. I mean, you really want the freaking merch. All right, today we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. Okay? We will make it happen. You got to let me know what you want, though. I know some of you guys want the Bob mug. Some of you guys want the Jabba mug. Let me know which ones you want, and we'll make this shit happen today. Okay? I am serious. This is going to happen today. Okay? We ain't, by tonight's stream, we will have merch available to buy. Okay? I will put hours into this today. Okay? I know you guys ask for that like once a week, and I always say, oh yeah, I'm going to do it this week. Nope, it doesn't happen. So today we're just going to do it because honestly, it just needs to happen. You know what I mean? You want a Santa hat? I don't know if they got Santa hats. We'll look it up. But we'll make it happen today. All right. Man, is Bitcoin going to tease us this morning? Let's just go over the stuff. Guys, if Bitcoin starts pumping up a little bit more, just obviously give me a little holla in the chat. Give me a little holla. I don't know why I say it like that today, but it's about what we got going on today. It's about one of those days, guys. All right, you might be saying, so option number one, Bitcoin needs to reclaim the bear market resistance band before Jordan gets any type of bullish. Why? Well, go back to any bear market. Bitcoin, quite frankly, has not gotten any momentum until it's been able to reclaim that level. You might be saying, okay, Jordan, that's great, all right? Actually, I want to preface this before I go over this list. I want to preface this. I don't care about where the price goes, okay? I will say this again. I don't care where the price goes. I'll say it 3 more times for you, all right? I don't care where the price goes. I don't care where the price goes. I don't care where the price goes.
Rant alert.
At this point, I'm more worried about time, okay? I'm more worried about time. When's the time frame where realistically we could think Bitcoin could go back up? I don't care if Bitcoin goes to 14K, 11K, freaking 10K at this point, okay? Bitcoin's at 16K. Would I be pissed to buying Bitcoin at 6K 3 years ago? No. I wish I could go back and buy more at 6K. Would I care if it was 3K or 6? No, I don't. And that's the way I'm looking at it now. I don't care about what price. I care about when. Okay? And that's why I'm going to look at stuff going forward at this point. I think at this point in the bear market, we're low enough to say when, not where. Okay? So I want to preface it by that. I just want to make that clear. Anyways, when, not where, could we expect Bitcoin to get back above the bear market resistance band? Well, okay, it's Bitcoin wants to pump now. Here we go, man. You can't. All right, we might have to save this for tonight's stream, man. And I already made the title what it is. Oh my God, man. All right, guys. I gotta. Let's wait this out. 19,925 for BTC at the current moment. It won't go lower zero. I have zero short. Learn to short. Fact. John, you want to handle it? I'll let you handle it, man. No, John, if you want to be the merch store manager, sure, you can do that. You can do that if you want. All right, come on, BT Sizzle. ETH is getting a nice breakout. Let's go check out ETH. ETH already actually broke back above its M formation lows, and this is what I was saying yesterday, guys. I mean, if Ethereum could reclaim this level, Ethereum's going to get a nice move to the upside. Look what we got. There, bada bing, bada boom.
We're going to the moon.
Bada bing, bada boom. ETH was able to reclaim the M formation lows, and what do you know? A nice little green pickle ever since it reclaimed that lows. Once again, man, counter trade me. I dare you. I dare you to do it. But no, I like to troll, guys. You guys know that. You guys know that. You guys troll me every day. So why can I troll back? But ETH with a nice move back above. For ETH, I mean, ETH, my target is up here. You might be calling me crazy. Cool, it's cool. You can call me a little crazy. I don't really care. But that's my target for Ethereum. Just simply coming up, stopping everyone out that went short from these levels. Okay, coming back up, stopping everyone out, and then we bring it back down. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. All right. Anyways, let's get off Ethereum there. What else? Let's come back over here. If Bitcoin breaks 17K, come at me. Baez, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Hold on, let me go back over here. So, what were we talking about before? When could we realistically think that Bitcoin has a chance to get back over the bear market resistance band? We talked about this a little bit more yesterday. Here's the thing. Well, when could we expect it? And we did this little pattern the other day. If we take the halving, which at this point, the halving is, I believe, about 70 weeks away. Okay, which is closer than people think, right? I mean, all of a sudden we get into January next year, we're only a year and 3 months away, which we know that goes by very, very fast. And Bitcoin usually goes up. I mean, go look at the previous bear markets. Bitcoin usually starts going up about a year before the halving. I'm not just making that up. I mean, just look at the chart. You go back to the first halving. When did Bitcoin get back above the bear market resistance band, and when did it start going up? 49 weeks before the halving in the first one. Okay, you can see it right here. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in just a tad, and this is why this is my parameter number one. And this is for all the people that are trying to be super conservative. You don't care about time in the bottom. You just want to know when is it a good time to get into the crypto market, where it's a little bit safer. We're not in this absolute shit show. Well, right there, that candle right there, 49 weeks, 49 little weaker weeks, right there. Let's see. What was the second one? The second one. You got, someone said, guys, you keep, anyways, 54 weeks in the second one. Okay, so bear market resistance band, we got it back above it, 54 weeks. Yes, we dropped back below it. Once again, I don't care about price, I care about time. 54 weeks, you got back above it. Boom. There you go. Okay, so we noticed the trend, 49, 54. This one right here, 59 weeks. We got back above the bear market resistance band. Once again, a year and 7 weeks before the halving, right? Not at the halving, which is the common narrative. Bitcoin's going to pump on the halving. Just look at the chart, man. That's not true. Right here. So April 2019, 59 weeks before the halving, we started to move up. Okay. Where are we now? Right now, we're 70 weeks. If we follow the trend, we're at a decreasing amount of weeks, or an increasing amount of weeks of 5. You guys notice the trend, 49, 54, 59. We come to 64 this time. That puts us the middle to end of January, which I think is reasonable. No, I think that's just about right. No, so that's the way I'm looking at it. I think that December and January will be mostly chop suey. Continue to board everyone out, man. Another 2 months of boring price action will make so many people capitulate. I can already see it. I can already see it right now. People are bored, which means lower prices don't make people capitulate at this point. Boredom does. Okay? Boredom does. Why am I going to have my money in crypto when the stock market's going up? And that's when crypto starts going up. As soon as all those people get bored, put into stocks start leveling out, and then crypto starts coming back up. And then they put it back in at the highs. We take profits, bada bing, bada boom. And it's a repeat, no? So 64 weeks, middle to end of January. In that time frame, I'm expecting mostly nothing to happen. You know, probably a range between 16K and 18K, and we take it from there. Okay. So that's option. That's number one. That is number one. The one thing that I'm waiting for me to get uber bullish. Okay. So I'm just putting that out there. That's option number one. We'll go option number two in a second. Let's check on Bitcoin again. So Bitcoin is still flirting with this breakout. Nothing crazy yet. You're seeing a little bit of volume coming in. We got 48 minutes until the 4-hour close. So we'd like to see a 4-hour close above this level. That'd be pretty nice. Ethereum's already broken back above the M resistance, so not terribly worried about Ethereum. ES. Look at ES bouncing. Look at, man. You can't make this shit up. Oh my God. Give me the arrow. I'm just shooting the targets over here. Look at that, man. Right above, right at the support point. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. We're coming up to that 0.5 retracement. Every single time the S&P has gotten rejected from this, and it's came to that first support level, it's always retraced to the 0.5 Fibonacci. Every single freaking time. So I'm expecting it to at least come and test for 4,010. All right. John said Jordan is Apollo over here. All right, so that's where we're at. That's where we're at. So S&P, nice little bounce. I mean, I don't think, I'm going to be honest, like, okay, we're getting a little bounce now. I don't think that there's a chance that we break out from this at any time soon. I know it's cool to see a little green. I'm going to be honest. I don't think we, even if we do get a move up, I don't think we break here. I don't think we do. So that's about where we're at. It's cool to see a little move up, but it's just kind of going with the general consensus there. C. Marpy, this won't last. Stop being excited. All right, man, put a short in. I told you to do it yesterday. Do it. Do it. Are you Peter Pan or Santa Claus? I could be. He said, are you Peter Pan or Santa Claus? Holy moly, man. I do look like Peter Pan like this. Look, I do look like Peter Pan. I kind of like being Peter Pan a little bit more. I'm like the Santa Claus Peter Pan. Holy moly, dude. Holy moly. Hold up. Deliciousness. All right, let's go back over here. All right, what's number two? What's number two that Jordan's looking for? Okay. So he's got me dying with Peter Pan now. And off we go. All right. Where's Captain Hook? Is Savvy Captain Hook? If I'm Peter Pan, that means Savvy's Captain Hook, no? Or Bob would be a good Captain Hook, no? Bob Jabba would be like the fairy. Hey Peter. All right, hold up. So let's go back over here. So what's number two that I'm looking for? Well, number two is I want to see the 2-week MACD flip over to bullish. Now, we've talked about this a few times too, okay? So, Clint's Captain Hook. We're going down, suckers. But no, the 2-week MACD coming up. Okay, this is number two. So we have number one. We want the bear market resistance band to be broken, which is currently at 20,000. Okay, which I think is going to happen at the end of January. Just putting my prediction out there. I'm all about predictions. I don't think it happens now. The 2-week MACD, based off of this trajectory, I think the 2-week MACD will also flip at the end of January. Just going based off general, if we just do something like this, and this is also not taking into account if Bitcoin actually rises, because then it would come up faster. But, we kind of extend this out in a little bit of trajectory. Let's just do a little, I guess, speculation here, like this, and see when would this flip. Well, I guess, depending on, this is so arbitrary, but if you did something like this, it would put it, I guess, the end of January, beginning of February. But that, like we said, that takes into account that Bitcoin continues lower, because this is coming up as price is coming down. That's also bullish divergence, but we'll leave that out for a different day. But price comes down, this moves up. If Bitcoin continues sideways, this is going to move up faster. So this is sort of a trend line as the price moves down. But this right here, put it about the end of January, if the price continues sideways from here, which I expect sideways action in the next 2 months. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And that's going to kind of correlate with that bear market resistance band broken. Why do I say that? Well, I mean, we go back to the past when we've gotten these flips. You know, when we've gotten these little flips. We got one right here in October 2020, 2021. But obviously, like, these you kind of want to, like, not really front run, but these ones you want to kind of look, okay, this is coming up as price is sort of coming down. I'm going to sort of try to get in before this flips. But this one obviously came in at the highs, okay? But you had a pretty big rally before that. I'm more worried about after bear markets, right? So this in May of 2020, obviously you had this little mini, I don't know if you call this a bear market. March of 2020 crash, we had May of 2020. If you bought right here, you would have been pretty freaking, I mean, not safe, but I mean, you would have been pretty freaking golden there. You bought right here back in April 2019. You would have missed the bottom, but you would have been pretty golden there. You know, we sort of go back all the way in the past and look at some of these. November 2016, right here. Right here back in June of 2015. Once again, you would have been pretty golden there. I mean, we can go back to any time. I mean, there's never really been a quote-unquote bad time that this is flipped. That's been a bad time to buy, no? Right here, would have been freaking golden. Right here, it's pretty freaking golden. And this goes out to all the conservative people in the back. People don't want to put money in crypto right now because it's too risky. Okay, so that's number 2, which this also is kind of correlating to the end, to this sort of, I guess we can just call it Q1 of 2023. Okay, because it could be like the end of January, February-ish, depending on the price action. But that's number 2. So we need to get back above the bear market resistance band. We need to have the 2-week MACD flip back over, because in the past those have been conservative takes. You know, not like Moonboy, like, oh, look at this. Those have been conservative takes on when we should expect upward price action. Nope. Hold on, let me itch. Let me check Bitcoin real quick. So Bitcoin still battling this resistance. That's cool. That's cool. Bitcoin's still battling like a little rock here against this little resistance. Holy moly. Let's go check out ES. Let's see what we got. ES continues up pretty nicely this morning. Obviously, yesterday, the midweek reversal for the stock markets didn't happen. We sort of had a kind of a nothing burger day yesterday, mostly. Today, Thursday. I mean, I guess you could still call it midweek. I don't know. I guess you still could. But if we get a nice bullish engulfing candle here on ES, that would be nice. That would be nice. But I think B Money said it in the chat. That could just be, okay, we broke down from a wedge, but if this does come up to the 0.5 retracement at the very least, which it has every single time, not just making it up, you could have a little bit of a left shoulder, a head, a retracement for the right shoulder, and that's what I'm looking for. You know, obviously, that's what I'm looking for, at least a retest of the lows here, you know, at the very, very least. So we got to be careful there, right? The balls and penis pattern could be popping up here. That right ball is really getting juicy. You see this right ball? Man, there's a big juiciness coming out of that right ball. This right ball is eating some serious fats. So we'll see if that right ball continues to form. But the right ball is looking a little bit juicy. A little bit juicy at the moment. Let's see. The only MACD that's going to flip is the grill. That's the MICD, John. The MICD. Okay? And no, Peter Pan doesn't work at McDubs. Peter Pan would work at Peter Pan Magic Buses. Maybe I'll be a Peter Pan Magic Bus driver. That'd be a little bit better, no? I always see those bus drivers, and I'm like, who the hell named a bus company Peter Pan? Like, what is that? You know? There's also, isn't there an Aladdin one, too? They love the Disney-themed buses. You know what I mean? I guess it's magical. It's magically delicious. I don't know. The Disney themed ones. All right, what's number 3? What's number 3? So above there. What is number 3 for magically Bitcoin? Well, this one's very, very simple. Okay, very, very simple. I need to see, and we haven't done this in the whole bear market, I need to see Bitcoin be able to reclaim a low. We have not done this for the whole bear market. We have just been quite simply just flipping resistance to the support, or the opposite, flipping support into resistance over and over and over again. We've talked about this before, but every single ride down, look at the weekly time frame. We form a low, turns into resistance. We move lower. We form a low, turns into resistance. We move lower. We form a wick low, turns into a resistance. We move lower. Now we formed another low here, okay? Right here at about 19K. There is no, I will say this again. There is no reason to get any type of excited until Bitcoin can at least reclaim a stupid low. And we've talked about this a million times. That's why I put this right here. We put this here a while ago. Reclaim for a deviation low. Medium term bearish below. Okay? We're going to leave that there because there's no reason to be like uber bullish until Bitcoin can at least smack a previous low. Because it's just been the same thing over and over again. No? So, you know, I guess this is something that we need to reclaim. So we haven't, and this is just a very simple one, but sometimes the simple is what you need. You know what I mean? So those are the three things I'm waiting for Bitcoin. Okay? Now, if you notice, they're all around that same price point, right? You notice the previous low was at 19K. Where's the bear market resistance band? That's at 20K. You notice? And that's a weekly moving average. So that moves down every single week, which by the time we get back above it, maybe that's at 19K too. So you notice how those are right around the same price points. The 2-week MACD, the more time that goes by, the more it starts to flip back over. They're all around the same area, but they're all different credentials. So those are the three things I'm waiting for. You could also add in, you know, the stock market breaking this downtrend of resistance. And I would certainly add that as a criteria too, because Bitcoin could go on a run, but if the S&P doesn't break out, you know, it's been really the same thing 4 times for the S&P. Test this, dump, test this, dump, test this, dump, test this, dump. It's been the same pattern over and over again. If the S&P can't break out here, it doesn't matter what Bitcoin does. You know? So you could also add a 4th parameter. I've seen S&P at least break trend. You know? You can at least say that too. So those are 3 things I'm waiting for. I think until those 3 things happen, which I don't think any of those 3, and this is why I say right now I don't expect anything to happen. Over the next 2 months, those things aren't going to happen. I don't think Bitcoin breaks 19K in the next 2 months. I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there for all you to hear. I don't think Bitcoin breaks 19K in the next 2 months. If it does, bring it on, man. Bring it on. Because I guess it's a little bit more party time earlier than I think. So that's sort of my thesis. My thesis is, as Clint hates my theses. But I love my theses. You know what I'm saying? I love them. Let me see. Your ears are missing? My ears? You need my ears out? I can do my elf ears like this. Oh yeah, this makes me look like an elf. Here we go. Now I'm more like this. Hold up. Let's do this. Boop. There we go. Now I look like more like an elf. Let's see. Breather said he thought the bottom was in. I mean, yeah. Breather. Don't be hating on people if you're not willing to give your opinion either. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's a genius nowadays. I'm just giving you what I think. That's it. And I will continue to say, I do think that the bottom would have been in here if you didn't have this whole SBF fiasco and CZ just absolutely destroying SBF. I'll continue to stand by that, right? And you could hate on me for that opinion. Once again, we'll see where we are in a couple months. If this ends up being the bottom, right? Which I have no idea. If we go lower than this, cool. If we go to 14, 12, whatever. But I'll say this: if 15.5 ends up being the bottom, I can confidently say that if CZ didn't blow up SBF, this would have been the bottom right here. You know what I mean? Okay, we went to 17.6, we went to 15.5. Okay, cool. 2K? Cool. Awesome. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, that's awesome. But in the meantime, I'll continue to say, I don't care about price at this point. Price doesn't matter. It's time. Because most people care too much about price and they're going to miss the best buying opportunities because they care too much about price and they don't look at time. You know what I mean? Holy moly, man. If you're constantly worried about a number, you're not going to buy at that number anyways. You're going to be panicking. You're going to be so scared in your little timbery boots. Price doesn't matter, man. Like I say, I'll go back to 2018. Would I care if I bought at 3K, 4K, 5K, or 6K? No. You wouldn't have cared. You wouldn't have. At the end of the day, you would have been partying the bull market if you bought at any of those price levels. You know what I'm saying? You got people calling for 8K. That's half of where we are now. Okay, cool. Would you be mad if you bought at 6K in 2018 versus 3K in 2018? No. You know what I mean? And too many people, and I go back to that bear market because I was around back then. I wasn't as active as I was now, but I was paying attention to YouTube videos and stuff. Most people, when Bitcoin was at 3K, were calling for 1K. All those people missed because they were so worried about a number, not just worried about time. You know? So, again, everyone's a genius. Let's see where we end up in 2 years. Something tells me that I won't be caring about anything that actually happens now. And I'll sort of look back and laugh that I cared so much about what happens now. You know what I mean? But I think we'll all look back and say, why the hell did I care so much about this little price action and cherry picking between 16K, 10K, 12K, 11K, cherry picking at this point, man. It is what it is. I know everyone wants to be a genius in time to bottom, but it is what it is, man.
Rant alert.
It is what it is. Rodney, what's going on, Rodney? Holy moly. I'm a genius. Nice, Neil. Nice, man. Ronnie said, I love the people who got in the market in 2021 and are experts. Listen, man, I mean, most people got it in 2021. So, I mean, that's what it's going to be. It's what it's going to be. There's no problem with that, you know? Listen, there's people that got into 2021 that know more about the people that got in earlier than that. Just because you've been in the market a long time doesn't mean you know more. So, I will definitely say that. But, yeah, if you haven't been through a bear market before, you don't understand how grueling it is, and you don't understand that everyone's going to be bearish at the lows. Excuse you. Let's see. Jordan eating boiled eggs cooked in New York City water for breakfast. Oh, yeah, you got that juicy seasoning. The juicy, clean pipe, 200-year-old pipe seasoning on those eggs. Yeah, that's what Maya's eating today. She's eating those rusty, irony, metallic, old, crusty, dirty pipes. I mean, you could say that about any pipes, but you know the point. Let me see. What is your breakfast today? My breakfast today. Actually, lately I haven't been eating breakfast. I've been saying that. Lately I've been eating no breakfast. I've been eating a low carb lunch. Basically, I eat like kind of two lunches. I eat a no carb lunch and then a no carb second lunch. Whoops. And then sort of whatever I want for dinner, basically. And I think that's the way I'm going to go forward because the whole like zero carb thing just gives me no energy, man. You know, I need a little bit. I need a little bit, man. You know. Let's see. The next local bottom is in January. Next local bottom. Cool. Exactly, John. I've always said the best time. I mean, I would argue that getting into the market in 2021 was better than getting in the market now. Why? Because you've learned so many lessons in this bear market, man. You've learned what you don't want to go through again. You know what I mean? It's going to make you less greedy the next time the market goes up. So I think it's actually a gift that most people got in 2021 because if you waited till now and, let's say, okay, you get it in the next 6 months, Bitcoin does what it usually does, it goes up again. You're just going to be an absolute moon boy. You know what I mean? And all you're going to know is up. If all you know is up, you're not going to take any profits. And you're just going to go through what most people did this whole year, you know? So I think it's good that most people got in last year. Doesn't sound like it now, but to go through a whole grueling bear market and thinking about, okay, next time, let's take more profits so then we can buy back in lower next time. It's a gift. It's a gift. Sucks now, but you'll be happy that you went through it this time. I'll tell you that. Because most people will seem lucky just getting in next year, but most people won't be taking profits. You know what I'm saying? So, will they be lucky? You're not lucky until you sell, right? So, people will say you don't lose until you sell. I will say you're not lucky until you sell. You know what I mean? Let me take a sip of water here. Ugh. It's deliciousness. Deliciousness. Bitcoin's still flirting here. Still flirting like a little villain here. ES is still coming up. NQ still coming up. So those are looking pretty juicy still. So that's where we're at, guys. Anyways, that's what I'm waiting for. You guys know my short-term BTC here. A little short-term predictions on BTC. If you don't agree, you don't agree. It's okay. We'll move on to the next one. But at least I will come on here and tell you what I think. You know, I'm not going to cower and give you, multiple scenarios. I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. And, you know, I always say, beware of people who give you this and don't tell you what they think is going to happen. Because I can sit here, too, and give you both scenarios. That's cool. But I'll tell you what I think. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, well, I'll troll you. If you know what I mean. Anyways, I'm out of here. We'll see where we end up on... We'll see where we end up at 7 p.m. tonight, or 6:30. I keep forgetting it's 6:30 and not 7, man. Holy guacamole! Jeez, man, I keep forgetting it's 6:30 and not 7. All right, I'll see you guys tonight. I'm gonna work on the merch store because you guys are begging for the freaking merch store. Let me know, guys, one more time. What do you want in the merch store? Put it right here so I have it at the end of the chat here so I can sort of look at it while I do that. I know you guys want the Bob mug and stuff like that, but let me know. Put it in the bottom of the chat. And, okay, first, goodbye. We have 10 minutes to end stream at. John, you know how it is. We got to do a quick recap, if you know what I'm saying. Once again, I'm long from here. If I come and get stopped out, you guys can come at me, but until then, so far, so good. So far, so good. Later! Catch you later! Peace! Pah! Now we wait like 10 more minutes until we're not live anymore. Later, guys. See ya.